Hello, 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 everybody. You are listening to QD's Talk Time. My name is LaQuisha Blair, and you can call me Q. So this is a special episode. I am just sending out love to everybody because today is my birthday. December the 19th. I was born 6 days before Christmas on a Sunday morning, and today happens to be a Sunday morning. And if I remember correctly, looking at my birth certificate, that is, I was born at about 8 a.m., not exactly on the nose, but somewhere about that time. So I have officially just a few more hours until my birthday. Right now, I'm coming to you from the East Coast, and so it is 2:53 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So you may ask, what in the world is she doing up this time of morning? Well, let me tell you, I have had a day and a half. Let me just say that. So this morning, let me change that. It was yesterday morning on the 18th. My best friend, her son passed away, and we gave him a beautiful homegoing yesterday morning. And so it was a very somber time because this young man was between the ages of my daughters. My twins are 31 and my oldest daughter is 34. And so this young man was 33 years old when he passed away. And so it was a very somber start for my day. And I spent my morning consoling my best friend and just spending time with her and the family, which was beautiful. It was a little bit of a sad moment here and there, because we miss his spirit being here with us. But it was very happy because we talked about the beautiful soul that he was before he left this earth. So that was my morning. My afternoon, after I left the festivities, because they had, the repast service where you go and you spend time with the family and you eat and just listen to stories and tell stories about the loved one. And so after all of that, I went out and did just a little bit of shopping, not anything major, but I did have a couple of things to get. So I did that, and then by the evening, oh my goodness, it really changed. You talk about a day. When I say I've had a day and a half, it has been a day and a half. Because I don't know if you listened to the previous episode, but remember me telling you about my birthday was coming up and I was invited to go out and we were going to have this party bus and we were just going to relax and enjoy ourselves. Well, we did. So I went out with a friend of mine. We're birthday buddies. My son let me change that. My daughter and her son used to date many years ago, and we have remained friends. Well, Dina, the young lady in question, invited me out because her birthday is on Monday the 20th. And my birthday is on Sunday, the 19th. And so she was like, well, let's just celebrate our birthdays together. We hadn't done that in a long time. It's been 10 years to be exact. And she said that she had been missing my presence and she wanted me there with her. And she is celebrating her 60th birthday, whereas I am celebrating my 56th. So, I indoctrinated my sister to go with me. And she went with me and we had a really great time. I mean, it was a blast. You know, the ladies on the bus were all of the same age, pretty much. And it was just this adult time where we just laughed and danced, and it was just wonderful. And then we went to go eat dinner. We have a place here called Lakeside Tavern. It is, of course, by the lake. And we went to go just enjoy this wonderful meal. Okay, so this is what I had. Everybody had something a little bit different, but of course, I went with the traditional. I had a ribeye steak and mashed potatoes, and it was the home style mashed potatoes, which were really good, by the way. The steak was a medium to a medium well, had just a little bit of pink in there, just like I like it, and it was very tender, perfectly seasoned. No, I do not use the A1 sauce or the steak sauce or anything like that on my steak, because that just, to me, that just ruins the steak. I mean, you know, if you're going to have this beautifully cut piece of steak and it's going to be seasoned with, you know, a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, pepper, you don't really need a whole lot. And why would you want to ruin the flavor of that wonderful cut of meat with steak sauce? I don't get it. But anyway, that's what I had, and a nice side salad, greens, and they put sesame seeds on the salad, which was really good. And they actually cut the tomatoes, which I do like tomatoes. I know a lot of people don't like them. Some people are allergic, but I like the tomatoes, and they actually diced the tomatoes so they were of a size that you could eat. You know, sometimes they put the whole cherry tomatoes on your salad and you go to put the fork in it and it kind of runs away from you. I don't know if you've had that problem, but I've had that problem. So anyway, everything was perfectly portioned, and it wasn't too much, it wasn't too little, it was just the right amount. And it was really, really good. And then afterwards, we went to they call it a hookah lounge. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't smoke, okay? So the hookah part of it, I could have done without. But it was really nice. It wasn't my party per se. I was there as a guest to help celebrate Dina's 60th birthday. But of course, my birthday was celebrated as well because we're birthday buddies. But anyway, we went to this place. It's called a hookah lounge. And honestly, I don't get it. Okay, so the people at the hookah lounge, they go and they sit in this dark room, and they have these hookah lamps, for a lack of a better word. You know, I don't know what it is, so I'm not very technical about it. I don't know what the actual term is for the hose. And you're sitting there with this lamp-like device, and you're just, there's, I don't know if it's steam or smoke or what it is, coming out of these hoses, and everybody has a hose that they're sitting there puffing on. And I just don't get it. I mean, what's the purpose of a hookah lounge? If anybody can explain that to me, please leave me a message and help a sister out, because I am lost on this particular activity. I could not figure it out. So anyway, we're there because her son, Dina, her son used to work at this place. And he wanted to invite us there and introduce everybody to his mom and wish her a happy birthday and that kind of thing. So we made this little pit stop there, and it was kind of interesting. I personally would never have ever gone to a place like this. Like I said, it was a very dark place. You walk in, your eyes have to adjust because the light is so dark. And then there's like barely just enough like maybe the light of one candle in each little hookah section. And they have the little sofas that kind of sit around. And then there's these people that were there before we got there. And they're just kind of sitting around listening to the music, puffing on these hoses that is coming out of this lamp. And I know I'm saying this all wrong, but anyway, I mean, the place, I was expecting to smell smoke, but I didn't smell smoke or anything like that. So I guess that's one thing, but I mean, I just don't get it. So anyway, after we left there, we got back aboard the bus and we just kind of, on the way back to our destination to pick up our cars and come home, because we only had this for 4 hours. So it was from 8 p.m. this evening until 12 midnight. And so, on the way back, they're playing music and we're just kind of dancing on this party bus, and all of us girls, we're having a good time. And there's a couple of guys on there. There was one lady that brought her husband and another lady that brought her cousin. And I guess just to kind of get them out of the house, I don't know. And then, of course, Dina and her two sons. So it was a very fun. The bus part of it was really fun. I really enjoyed that. That is something that I would consider doing at some point. I don't know when, but at some point I would like to get a bus and do that kind of thing. That would be fun. But as far as the hookah lounge, we will skip that part of it. We could go to dinner somewhere. We could, just go park the bus in the middle of somebody's parking lot and boogie down and have ourselves a good time. But yeah, we'll stay away from the hookah lounge. So I get back, my sister and I are driving back home, and we're just talking about what a good time we had. And, the part we could leave out was of course, the both of us agreed, the hookah lounge. And then we got back here to the house, and she took off and went home. And I came in, and here's the thing. Friday, my grandbabies had come over and they destroyed my living room. I exaggerate. They came over and they just had their toys everywhere, right? So I decided that I was going to clean my living room. And of course, we're having a get-together at church tomorrow. Partly because it's the season, that it's Christmas. It's the gift giving, gift sharing, loving on one another season, in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And the other part of it is because it's my birthday. So we're having a dinner after church, a sort of celebration. And we are just going to kind of sit around and feed our faces and exchange gifts, and everybody brings a gift, and it's usually no more than $20, because we understand not a lot of people have money. And what we usually do is we buy extra gifts. That way, if we have somebody that comes that doesn't have a gift, they don't have to feel left out. So we bring extra gifts to make sure that everybody is covered. So we go